Hey, this is Nick Green, Hollywood on Trail. Today we're going to be reviewing my favorite sleeping bag, the Nemo Disco 15 Degree. Alright, so I like this bag enough that once I used this one to its probably expiration date, I might be able to get some more miles out of it, and I'm sure I will, but I used it so much and I loved it so much that I just bought the new one. This one has thousands of miles and hundreds of nights under its belt already, and it's maintained its shape pretty good. But I will say that after the abuse I gave this thing on my Appalachian Trail THRU-HIKE and many other hikes subsequent to that, the feathers have started to come out just a little bit, so it's not as warm as it once was, thus my new purchase. As you see, it comes in these stuff sacks here. This is like medium size for a stuff sack. I can get it down to be smaller than this if I really wanted to. I have seen other people use their sleeping bags and they're like super tiny. This is not one of those super tiny ones, but it's also not so big either. As you can see, here we are. When you purchase these, it comes in a big mesh bag like this, also with the stuff sack, but that's inside. When you store it, when you're not using it, keep it in this mesh bag. Don't keep it rolled up super tight in the stuff sack. That's just gonna compress it, and you want it to be nice and fluffy and free. So store it in the mesh bag that they give you. Also let it air dry as much as you can. If you really need to wash it, make sure you follow the directions. Nemo has a list of instructions, and anyone can tell you how to wash sleeping bags, but don't just throw it in the wash and act like everything's gonna be all right. Make sure you follow their strict instructions, because you don't want to lose that fluff and subsequently lose your warmth. Typically what I do, if the thing's not too crazy, I'll just wipe it down. Maybe I'll take like a baby wipe or something and wipe it down, and then just let it dry outside for a couple days and just air out. I found that to be really all you kind of need. I have washed this one, I think, twice in like 4 years. It sounds gross, and it probably is gross, but you're a hiker, so embrace the trash. Anyway, if you want longevity, just store it in here. Okay, let's go ahead and open these things up. I'll start with my old one. And it just comes right out like that. I will lay this thing out for us. And there you go. So you see, it's still got its relative fluff. Not perfect like it used to be, but that's the reason I got the new one. And they're started, if you see right here, there's a little bit of a hole, and I'm not gonna pull too many of these things out, but the fluff, the feathers just start to come right out. I'm gonna go ahead and open up the other one so you can kind of gauge the difference of something that's been through thousands of miles and something that's brand new. Here we go. So the temperature on these things is 15 degrees. What does that mean? It really means that 15 degrees is where you're going to like not be able to take it anymore. It's almost like an emergency 15 degrees. It will be comfortable. You add 10 degrees to that at 25 degrees. So if you get a 15 degree bag, make sure you know that 25 degrees and below, you're gonna start to feel really uncomfortable. Until 25 degrees, you should be pretty good. Below 15 degrees, that's where you're really gonna start getting into trouble. If you know you're gonna get into a situation where you're gonna be in some really cold weather, like 0 degrees, you typically want to upgrade to a higher rated sleeping bag, 0 degree or even negative. So there you are. You might not be able to tell from that angle, but up close and certainly to the touch, you feel how much this is lost. Again, it's not terrible, and I can certainly ride this out and will for many years to come. But in terms of doing maybe another through hike or really getting into some cold weather that you want a 15 degree sleeping bag for, a true 15 degree sleeping bag, the new one is clearly going to be in better shape. These are both regular size sleeping bags. They come in longs as well. I'm like 5'7" or so, 5'8" maybe, I stand on my tippy toes. And so the regular works just fine for me. I sleep on my side as well, and no problem there. The regular weight is 2 pounds, 11 ounces when it's in its stuff sack. Nemo is an awesome company. They really take care of their customers. So they have an amazing warranty program for normal wear and tear. If something malfunctions on any of their products, including their sleeping bags, you can return them. I probably could have returned this and had them, I don't know, professionally wash it and like repair the little holes in there that the feathers are coming out of. But you know what? I decided this thing gave me so much love over the years that I really was okay spending the money. I got it on a Memorial Day sale, so it wasn't too expensive. If you want, follow the link below and you can check out the prices because they're always fluctuating. There's always sales, especially at REI. So check out the price and see if this might be right for you. Anyway, I was okay spending the money on a new sleeping bag. It's personal. It's intimate. It's something that's going to be hugging you every night. So I was ready for a new one. There you go. Obviously the different colors. I got used to sleeping in my blue and green little world, so I'll have to get used to sleeping in this. You'll see the new one's zipper is a bit different than the old one's zipper. This was an upgrade that they made, so it doesn't, this had a small tendency to latch onto the material here. It wasn't so bad, but I think they've really done a good job with this zipper. There you go, with this zipper right here, as opposed to the old one. Okay, I'm actually gonna hop in here in my new one for the first time. I have not tried this thing out yet. So I'm gonna open it up first and then hop in. How about that? All right, here it is, the inaugural entrance. Okay, I'm in. So I can already tell how much fluffier this one is than my old one. And again, thousands of miles on that one. This one is brand new. I hope that one day this one will look like that one. That means I've been hiking a lot, and that's wonderful. Some people think that the optimal, the maximum warmth you're gonna get out of a sleeping bag is if you sleep naked. Now, I'm not gonna demonstrate that here for you today, but I tend to think that the more warm clothing you have on in your sleeping bag, the warmer you're gonna be, especially with socks, because my feet are always the coldest thing on my body. So socks in the sleeping bag for me are huge. Some people swear by the naked technique. I just tend to think that if you happen to have good warm clothing anyway, it's only gonna make it even better. But I'm happy to see everyone's opinion on this. Weigh in and let me know. Naked clothing. This should get interesting. Anyway, it has this hood here for you so you could really sleep. Zip it all the way up and barely be exposed. So it'd be something like that. I think this one also has like a pillow. So they both have this like little pillow pocket that you can stick your pillow in. The old one had it as well, and I highly recommend utilizing that. I actually didn't even realize that was there until not that long ago, unfortunately. I don't know why, I just always overlooked it. So make sure you're better than me and utilize that early on. To get it back into the stuff sack, all you need to do is start from the bottom and just start stuffing. No need to fold it or anything like that. Just start pushing it in, fill in each side as equally as you can, and it's not too hard actually. By the end, it'll be nice and compact for you. Go, stuff it down in, cinch it up. There you go, attach the hood. And again, if you really wanted to get this thing down tight, you could just pull, and it compresses it even more. And then it's time to go in the bag. And for tips on how to pack your bag, go ahead and check out this video that I made about how I pack my pack. So anyway, that ends today's love affair with my Nemo Disco 15-degree sleeping bag. I absolutely love these things. Again, they're gonna be hugging you every night while you're on trail. So take care of them with love and they will respond with love as well. Something like that. Make sure you leave a comment and let me know what type of sleeping bag you have. If you have the Nemo Disco 15-degree, tell me how you're liking it. Maybe you hate it. Maybe you know something I don't. If you have another type of sleeping bag, throw that down there. Let me know. I'm always down to learn new products and find out some new trail hacks as well. In any case, just remember, whatever you're sleeping in, if you can't carry it in your pack or in your soul, you don't need it.